I've been in a bad place the past couple months.
Were you in the military? You were. Thank you for your service.
Don't. Your life unravels. 10% of my unit is committed suicide since then. Eventually feel like I'm gonna end up there. Get exposed to how this world really is. And there was no coming back from that. This world's going to hell. Doesn't matter.
Are you sorry about what happened? Have you asked God for forgiveness?
On December 31st, 2022, deputies in Martin County, Florida, responded to a home in Port Salerno after a neighbor called 911.
Did you hear it? And I came over this morning, but you would answer. I have a key to our house, and I went in, and she's on the floor. She's not breathing.
All right. We're going to get the units headed out there, okay?
The neighbor said she found her friend, 58-year-old Christina Ruth Diorio, lying unresponsive on the floor. When officers arrived, they discovered Christina covered with a blanket, showing signs of severe head trauma. Her son, 34-year-old Darren Keith Pouncey, a U.S. Army veteran, emerged from the bedroom with bloody hands. Earlier that day, he had asked the neighbor for a gun, claiming he needed to end it. Inside the house, detectives found a handwritten note that read,
"I gave in to the devil tonight. I love you, but I belong to hell."
Now, sitting inside an interrogation room, investigators wanted to know what drove Darren to turn on his own mother, but what they uncovered was far more disturbing. Darren spent 6 hours in the interrogation room, alone with his thoughts, before the detectives finally came in to speak to him. They read Darren's Miranda rights and proceeded, yet neither of them could expect how this interrogation would go.
Thanks for being cooperative with us. We do appreciate that. When the crime scene lady was in here earlier.
Makes things easier for us. Not having to, tell you to sit down, be quiet, and all this other stuff. And
well, you're not attached to that. That's a good thing. A lot of people are attached to that. So you've been cooperative, and that's why we decided, it's just not necessary to attach it to that. You've been very cooperative, and I know you've had a long night. It's been a long night for you. Have you been to jail before? I mean, you said yes. What have you been to jail before? For? What have you gone to jail for?
Stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Your sheriff's office beat my face in a couple months ago.
Really?
And charged me with my first DUI, and it became like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I wasn't actually drunk. I was driving like a fucking asshole. I was at a gas station alone. So I said, dude, I'm trying to pump gas, and they said, hands. And I said, it's my credit card, and put a hand on me, and of course you're going to tighten up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, please, dudes, no. And he swept my leg and smashed my face into the concrete. And then, while I was at Cleveland Clinic, they bragged about how they've been waiting to use that combative move. So, I've been in a bad place the past couple months.
Because of that, or just in life general?
I see you guys every day. I live here.
Yeah.
I shouldn't feel like an enemy combatant in my own home.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Were you in the military? You were. How long were you in the military?
Life. We all have to face our existential crisis of reality eventually.
How long did you serve for?
4 years.
4 years.
Thank you for your service.
Don't. I don't. I was after.
What years did you serve? Or between what time?
05 to 09.
Okay, well that's a pretty rough time.
Yeah.
For our nation.
It was, the best worst camping trip ever. And it's all based on what your life unravels. 10% of my unit is committed suicide since then.
Wow.
And I fight it every day, and I eventually feel like I'm gonna end up there.
Darren was actually suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder after his time serving. Family later described Darren's mother often expressed fear about living with Darren due to this, as he would often have unpredictable, angry outbursts.
You're young, you're naive, you whether it's altruistic, or not, you get exposed to how this world really is. And there was no coming back from that.
Yeah. No, we understand.
Mm-hmm.
We see that every day, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm in SVU, and he does
Yeah,
other things
it's
than
not
I
a
do.
pity
So.
party thing.
No, listen, you're right though. You're have it,
We all experience life differently.
Mhm.
Some more harsh than others. I would say just from, and she can probably attest to that as well, from the beginning of day one putting on this uniform of our career, we don't get, our calls for service are typically not good calls. We don't get calls for service to go to somebody's birthday party. It's usually these people, for the most part, people crying for help.
It was clear to the detectives that they had to take a gentle, understanding approach with Darren. This was clear not only by his past, but the way his body language was in the interrogation room. Constantly breaking off eye contact to stare at the table, hands clasped together, and the odd stillness he maintained. Darren was physically showing signs of traumatic dissociation and withdrawal, so it was vital the detectives didn't push too far. As if they did, they risked the chance of Darren shutting off completely. I'm sure you will enjoy our free newsletter with weekly updates of all major crimes that have happened. So instead of you doing all the research, we have done it all for you. It's simple and free. Also, if you wouldn't mind checking out our social media, thanks once again.
Where are you originally from?
West Palm Beach.
West Palm? Okay.
So what do you do? Do you work? Where do you work at?
I clean 1%ers pools.
1%ers pools? What does that mean?
I take care of pools in Palm Beach.
Oh, okay.
I take care of pools. I'm a marriage counselor on the side. So
Really?
yeah.
Everybody wants to come out and talk to you?
That's funny.
It's
That's
fucking
funny.
bizarre.
It's probably like a bartender's job, yeah.
Listening to what's going on all the time.
Yeah. You live in this big, beautiful house, and then you gotta come out here and tell me all your problems, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm hearing that.
It's ironic how things from the outside can look good,
Right.
all this money, probably don't have any problems, and then here you are, cleaning somebody's pool in the backyard.
I always joke with the landscapers, which most of them don't have green cards. And we're like, all this money, and they're so empty.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's very
That
true.
is so true.
That's why they say money can't buy you happiness.
Yeah.
Happiness for yourself.
All it is just those materialistic things are just smoke and mirrors. They're temporarily filling in the voids. And what do you feel every day? I'm assuming your mind is constantly racing.
Oh, but you don't want to go in there.
Sleepless nights.
Yeah, I don't really sleep much. You see, I was curled up under a table, and it
Yeah.
looks like it's my comfort zone. Those uncomfortable positions have become my comfort zone.
Do you see a doctor?
Not anymore.
No.
The VA's kind of on some Joseph Mengele shit. If you know what I'm referring to.
Yeah. When was the last time you went to the VA?
I went there, I started going back to therapy after the incident with SO a couple months ago.
The last time Darren had spoken to a doctor was a few months earlier, during a mental health crisis in which he was Baker acted, meaning he was taken into involuntary psychiatric care after being considered a danger to himself or others.
Are you able to open up to your therapist, though? Do you have a good therapist? Because sometimes you have to find the right therapist before you can open up.
I just feel like a burden. Like, I feel like a burden on the world.
But that's what they're there to do. They're there to help you so you don't feel like that, I know we all kind of feel like that sometimes, I think, when we're having some rough times. But that's what our family and everybody's there for, to help us out, And the fire rescue's here. Is it okay if we have them come in? Is that all right?
Do if you will.
With every response, Darren showed signs of complete defeat. Yet they had to pause the questioning to get Darren's hand checked out, as it was quite badly swollen from the injuries he inflicted on his mother earlier, and have some other procedures done, which Darren wasn't happy about.
Just so you know, Judge signed a warrant to draw your blood. Okay, it's kind of protocol. All right.
I'm gonna fight it.
With this kind of an
I'm
incident.
gonna fight it.
Fight what? The blood draw?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you don't
No,
want to
I
do
don't
that.
want them to stick me.
But we don't have a choice. The judge says we have to. So, I mean, I'm not sure how that works, but it kind of, you know.
Please, no.
Well, I mean, with everything that happened last night, you kind of need to have all the pieces put together. You know what I mean? And having your blood is part of that. Seeing what was in your system. You know, I understand that you are struggling with some drug issues. Do you struggle with drug issues? Alcohol? Did you have some alcohol last night? Because I can smell it. I mean, it's got the whole room smelled up. So, in order to put, those pieces together, that's a very vital part of that. To help us understand what happened last night. Are you just afraid of needles? Well, I mean, it's fire rescue. You know what they're doing. We're not going to stab you or anything. Wow. It's just a normal needle fear. Is that what it is? Well, we'll be here for you. We'll be sitting right here to help you get through it. What happened? Can you help me understand what happened last night before they come in? And did you just get in an argument with your mom? Does your mom drink? Did she have an accident? Did you fall down or something? And what happened? I wasn't there, so I mean, I don't know what's going on. I know you hurt your hands. Did you punch the walls or something?
One of the detectives attempted to get some information out of Darren, but he immediately shut down into a dissociative state, which is when the brain disconnects from reality as a form of self-protection. It's not that he wouldn't talk, it's that he wasn't there anymore. Yet the second detective returned, and they tried again.
You were with your mother last night? Did you guys get into an argument, or,
Did you go out last night? Yeah. Do you have some friends around here that you like to hang out with? Have anybody else that you can talk to besides your therapist, like a friend or somebody? Sometimes we have friends, you know what I mean? I have one best friend, that's all I got.
Yeah. I left high school with a bunch of friends, and I can probably count them with not even all the fingers on my hands now.
Yeah. I have one best friend. I tell her everything.
You grow apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. People go on 2 different paths, especially from high school to now,
Of course.
People grow up, some people don't grow up, So where did you go out? Did you go out, have some drinks with some friends, or go to dinner with somebody?
I lived in Baltimore for a little while.
Okay.
It's in a bad codependent relationship.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, fire rescue's here.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Just checking out the hand, no needles, no nothing, right?
His right hand
his
is
right hand.
a little swollen and got some cuts on it.
Just as Darren was about to get into a response, the medics arrived, possibly ruining the moment. Yet thankfully, Darren didn't shut off after that. He went on to explain how he lived with his grandma for a while before moving in with his mother.
So then you came and lived with your mom?
Yeah, her and I have been living together actually like 4 years.
You and your mother?
mom?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We lived in Jupiter, and then up here. She got divorced a couple years ago, so it was kind of another quick
Yeah,
thing.
help each other out.
Okay.
How long you guys been living here locally?
October 2020, I believe.
Okay, so what is that? Over 2 years?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the conversation didn't stay on track very long, as the detectives needed to shift the conversation again, as at any mention of his mother, Darren would close off. Yet, he said something interesting that showed the detectives a glimpse of how Darren felt when speaking about the effects of social media.
It's a slow poison,
It's a slow burn. This world's going to hell. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's true.
It's been written already.
Yeah.
What are
Just
your
numbers on a
beliefs?
page.
What's your religion? You don't have to practice it, but like, what did you grow up or?
With everyone else trying to push their belief systems on me, that's how I grew up.
Oh, really?
Just different ones.
This was an interesting comment, and it linked to a bigger picture, as later forensics would find a handwritten note by Darren saying,
So I gave in to the devil tonight, apparently. I've tried to love, but it seems love is dead, and people just got fucked instead. No rhyme or reason. I love you, but I have become too accustomed to the hell this world is. I belong. I'm sorry.
This began to paint a picture of the disturbing thoughts in Darren's head, and it didn't end there.
How's the relationship with your mother? You guys are good? You guys ever get into arguments or anything like that?
Oh, all the time, but like, stupid stuff like boundaries. You know what I mean?
Personal space inside the house?
Well, when you're 34 years old, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
I
like,
get it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not a kid anymore.
it doesn't matter. You're
Yeah.
always a kid.
Yeah. Well, to your parents.
Well,
you
I'm
are,
sure,
of
yeah,
course.
to your, especially to your parents.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's always going to be that way. You have kids?
No.
So you were telling me you weren't home last night. Where did you go last night? Did you go out with friends?
No. I literally walked down the street to get some dinner with my dog and then came back.
Okay. What time did you get back?
I don't even know.
Where'd you go to dinner?
I was down in Salerno.
What, like down in Shrimpers, Twisted Tuna area? Oh, okay. Where'd you get dinner at?
Help you establish the timeline a little bit.
Okay.
That was a question.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, if you'd like to establish a timeline, that would be wonderful, yeah. Can you establish a timeline for me?
No.
Was it dark out yet? Because it gets dark so
Oh, it was,
early.
yeah.
What did you get to eat? You remember what you ate?
Really don't remember anything.
When detectives asked Darren to explain what happened, he couldn't remember it. Normally, cops wouldn't buy that cop-out, but in this case, with Darren's mental health history and body language, it was obvious that wasn't a lie. He slipped into what's known as dissociative amnesia, a trauma response where the brain shuts down access to memories that are too painful to face.
So when you and your dog got home last night, what happened? What'd you do?
I answered that.
You did? When you got home last night?
I don't remember.
Oh, you don't
Oh,
remember
you don't
what you
remember
did.
at all?
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it was just you and your mom? You don't remember at all? Then how do you know you went out to dinner with the dog?
That's the last memory I have.
Okay. Do you know about what time that was?
Seven or eight.
Okay.
Mhm.
And do you have a few drinks with dinner and stuff when you go out?
I was walking, so yeah, I think I had a drink.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't remember
Yeah, that's
that at all.
fine. You're of
Listen,
age.
you're a grown man,
Yeah, you're
yeah.
of age. You can drink.
You can drink whatever you want. You can go out and get drunk if you want. Like I said before, I'm just trying to
As long
understand.
as you're not driving.
Exactly. And we don't want to be driving, you know, but I mean, I told you I can smell the alcohol, so I mean, I know you've had some drinks because it's a small room, so you breathe and you know, and it kind of just lingers in here. So I know you had some alcohol last night.
And no one's saying that drinking, that you shouldn't be drinking. You can. So, nothing wrong with that.
So how did you mess your hand up? Listen, accidents happen. Was your mom okay when you got home last night from dinner?
I don't know.
Did you see her? I don't remember if she was there. Or if
Do you remember when you got home after your walk with your dog? Do you remember seeing your mom when you came back inside the house? Maybe when you came back inside, did you have a little bit more to drink and maybe you guys got into like an argument or something?
Are you sorry about what happened? Have you asked God for forgiveness? I mean, do you pray to God like that? Ask Him for forgiveness when you do something wrong?
Do you remember waking up this morning? What are you thinking about right now? Seems like you want to talk, but you're kind of giving yourself some space and air to clear your mind.
Thinking about nothing.
Just blank space.
Where I want to be.
Where is that?
Nothing.
Well, where do you want to be though?
Nothing.
You want to be nothing? Just
Peace.
peace?
I think everybody wants peace.
Everybody wants that.
Underrated.
Peace is underrated? So where else would we be if we didn't have peace?
Here.
You think this is a form of like purgatory?
Oh, it is.
Okay.
It's where predators prey on each other for all eternity.
Not disagreeing with you. I think this is a form of, paying for what our sins.
The detectives weren't successful in getting a confession, but they did get a good picture of Darren's state of mind. Yet at the end of the day, evidence does not lie. The physical trauma to Christina's body, the blood on Darren's hands, and the handwritten note found at the scene were enough to move forward. Darren was charged with second-degree murder, meaning the killing was intentional but not premeditated. He was denied bond and placed under suicide watch inside the Martin County Jail, where he remains in custody awaiting trial.